You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
A wise nation honors and learns from its past. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. February is Black History Month, a celebration of the contributions that African Americans have made to American history in their struggles for freedom and equality. Knowledge is our strongest tool against injustice. Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Welcome into The Breeze with DP and Haas on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into Ticket Weekends. This is The Breeze. I'm Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. We got the host, as always, Haas to Breezy streaming in, and DP to my left. And again, if you guys want to join the show, Sartor Heyman text line 402-464-5685. Put a face to the voice on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Allo Channel 961. And you still got an hour for some coffee. So 1040 O Street, you want to check out the mill. Allison's still back there working all the way up until 1. So if you want a cup of coffee, meet some of the talent, feel free to stop on by. But nonetheless, bring in the host. Haas, how's it going, man?
Great. Happy Sunday, guys.
Happy Sunday to you as well. And yeah, I mean, there's plenty of things to talk about. The Super Bowl was last Sunday. We got district. I know it's more local. Districts this week. Supernovas later tonight. Haas, where do you want to take it, though?
So last week was the Super Bowl, and we spent a 5-minute segment talking about the Super Bowl. We talked about women's basketball and how the defense of Nebraska during the game, during the first quarter, the defense of Nebraska is something special, and they might have a chance against Iowa. And lo and behold, they did. That was pretty cool. And then we talked about wrestling. So there's a lot going on in Lincoln in terms of basketball. Volleyball had a great year. Football, stepped up a little bit more than last year, and it's showing a little promise with the recruits that they have. But basketball, wow, okay. In leading it, getting in the top half of the Big Ten is a big deal. In the top half of the Big Ten is a big deal. And so that's what the men are doing. And the men beating two of the best teams in the Big Ten and just being so dominant at home should make March something that isn't a surprise anymore. So that's one. But two, there's just so much going on in Lincoln. And then DP, you're around volleyball for the Omaha, the Supernovas. Just so much sports going on. Everyone's sad that the Super Bowl's over and football's over, but there's still so much going on. And we talked about it earlier. What's the best month in sports? And a lot of you said it's March. So we're coming up into March. We're coming into the NBA All-Star Game and the dunk contest and March Madness. And then baseball's going to start. Spring training is going to start. So, yes, football's over. Yes, Kansas City won again. Sad 49er fan here, but there's still a lot of sports coming on pretty soon.
Yeah, I have been all over the place in what my focus has been.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of the radar for me, right? That if a thing in a time of busyness, in a time of greatness, what's the thing that calls to me loudest at that moment, right? Because you have to make a sound. You have to make a sound. And it happened last week. It happened with women's basketball beating Iowa. That was the sound, and it radiated and it vibrated, and it was spectacular. And then men's basketball has its, you win game number 18 and you're plus in the Big Ten, and you're moving up, and you have an opportunity in Bloomington to take another step and to make a statement, and that will vibrate and it will there. Last night in the UFC, there's a thing that jumped out at me, right? And I was supposed to go to Anaheim. I was just so tired, bro. I was like, there's no way. That in the numbered pay-per-views, right? So UFC 298, right? As they head towards 300, which is going to be a thing. Let me tell you, UFC 300 is going to be a thing. WrestleMania coming up. It's a thing, right? And everything keeps elevating. But UFC, the thing happened last night where the guy that was pound for pound best in the world, pound for pound, he's so good pound for pound that he moved up to go try to take somebody else's title at the weight class above, right? And people said he won, but they didn't give him the belt. So, okay, fine. He goes back down to defend his title, and then a thing happens. And here's what's happening in sport. It's not just mixed martial arts. It's not WWE. It's not just volleyball. It's not just football. That when you're on top for a while, the evolution is that people come get you. The long reigning, hey, I'm going to stay on top, the Tom Brady-ish, I'm going to be on top for this long run, the LeBron, Steph, right? That they're players in each sport where you just sit on top and you're the best. It's just happening. The Derek Jeter thing doesn't happen anymore, right? Kershaw, you don't see it anymore. Of all of the championships that exist in the UFC, the longest reigning title holder won his belt in March of 22. Men's and women's. That the longest reigning title holder was 2 years. Because people with science now, with access, with resources, with all that, they're just getting better in a hurry. And if you're the champ, people are starting to look at Patrick Mahomes to go, okay, what doesn't he do well? Because we need to get this dude. We need to get this dude, right? Jokic. We need to get this dude, right? LeBron, Jokic figured out how to beat the Lakers. That's what he had to do.
Yeah, with some help of Father Time.
Right?
Let's be real. Father Time was a big killer for LeBron.
That's really the thing, that in all of this, right? That if you watch Caitlin Clark long enough, you find a hole. And you find a way to take her out of her greatness and make her basic. They held her scoreless in the fourth quarter.
And that was not because she wanted to get the scoring title in Iowa.
Right.
Not buying that one.
Right. We're not going to do that. So through all of this, right? And you're watching like the slam dunk thing, it has to evolve. It has to get better. Right? The NBA All-Star has to get better. Major League Baseball All-Star has to be better. Pro Bowl All-Star has to be better. Right? All of it. This is a perfect time. And then Friday night, the GOAT shows up on SmackDown on a show that was he was such a badass that he created SmackDown. It's his show. Got his name on it. Right? He's got a trademark. And he came out and he showed not only the Hollywood version, he gave the best heel ever.
Look at the screen, DP.
Ever. Hold on, I was looking away, bro. Sorry.
He's got it on the TV.
Yeah. You got to throw your hand up, right? And you just go, just bring it. Like it's just look. While I was mad at the Cody Crybabies, like I was mad, but then I thanked them. Because we didn't get Hollywood Rock. This is like getting Hollywood Hulk Hogan rather than getting I'm a real American, tear off the red and gold Hulk Hogan. So all of sports, the beauty of sports, this is why sports radio has a place that's deep and it's sunk and it's forever. That sports is a mirror to who we are and what we want and what serves us. And then you go, just bring it. I don't care what your thing. I don't care what your sport is. I don't care what your profession is. Just bring it. Like, don't mail it in. Don't just do the base level thing. How dare you be basic? Be great. Be great. Fantastic time in sports. Well done, everybody. Well done.
So DP, you called it last week. You said the best part of all this, because it's frustrating that they stole the main event that we've wanted for a while. They stole that. They took it away from us just from crying so much. But before it even happened, you said, now we get to see heel rock, and heel rock is amazing. And so I don't know if I can repeat the stuff he said on SmackDown, even though it's on TV. I should be able to repeat it. But some of the stuff he said, oh man, that's the best kind of rock.
Right. Like my friends in Salt Lake City, they were like, okay, you coming in for this? I'm like, no, I'm traveling. I can't do it. And then they wanted tickets. So the scramble to get tickets, and to sell out the Delta Center of not only the traditional ticket market, right? Not just the Delta Center, not Ticketmaster, but to sell out StubHub, and to sell out Vivid Seats.
That's pretty good. You're
Like
getting those third-party sellouts.
Hey, man, you saw that. I mean, listen, at 4:00 Friday afternoon, there was one single ticket on. And so they went, and he shredded Utah. Shredded them. He went straight for the gut. Like, he was like, oh yeah, you don't think because you don't get your way that the Utah Jazz could just go, ooh, Michael hit a jumper. Like, we should get another chance. We should get It was special. It was special. And we're in the story business, and we're in the talk business. But to have people who just have that thing, that they have, what do you say, the most electrifying, that's where it comes. The Rock as a wrestler is not the most electrifying performer. The Rock on a microphone? Hoss, am I wrong that there is nobody greater on a microphone on the planet living? Like, it's Rock and Flair, and then everybody else is in line. Am I wrong in that?
So think about this. When Roman Reigns comes out, and I'm aware that some of the fans are booing and all that, but for the last 3-4 years, was anyone ever close to Roman Reigns?
Right.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Right.
And Roman Reigns and the Bloodline were in the ring with The Rock, and I didn't even notice Roman Reigns.
Man. Like, if he took Solo and Jimmy and just erased them. He erased Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman gave up the microphone. Like, that's his thing. That's the only reason Paul Heyman's there, is to talk. And he was like, oh no, let me go ahead and take this knee and
Give it to the best of all time.
let me go ahead and take this knee. Like, yeah, bro, go ahead and do your thing, man. Like and you couldn't bring out The Rock with Roman Reigns. Like, you this is why I tell people, listen, I understand. I love the psychology of pro wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Because it holds up a mirror to who we are and what we react to and respond to. And this is why I just can't with Gunther.
Oh my gosh.
I just can't, because there is no reaction.
Well, he's not good on the mic. He doesn't do anything in the ring that really excites you.
He's
There
a
is no
slapper.
storyline behind
Hold
this.
on. You've already offended me by just bringing him up.
Right, but that's just showing the dichotomy, like the parallels, that from one end of the spectrum to the other, right? That there are wrestling shows and wrestling organizations that have missed the layup, in that they have a bunch of performers who they think can outperform their inability to present. And it doesn't make sense, because I don't care what you do in the ring. If you can't make me engage or get me invested in you emotionally by who you are, you going out there and doing somersaults and flips doesn't really impress. Like, okay, you could be like the dude at the rodeo, the clown who just hides it. Okay, that's fine. You could be the circus clown, but you're not Invest in me. I'll say this. I don't know. And this is what I wanted to ask you both. And I know the answer for Harrison, but I'm going to ask Haas. Okay, Harrison, are you familiar with Toni Storm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you are.
Toni-
Nice.
See, right? That Toni Storm
Mm-hmm.
is so number 2 right now. She's like, it's The Rock and Toni Storm. Because she points to WWE. Boy, y'all missed. Y'all swung and missed. Can you Haas, can you imagine the WWE women's division if Toni Storm had walked into the Royal Rumble and won? And then you could just pitch that it's her attacking Rhea Ripley or her, right? Like, just what? What? And don't forget the shoe. that has bypassed and yeet. The shoe is the greatest thing in pro wrestling.
Who throws a shoe?
Text line. If you aren't familiar with Toni Storm and what she's doing, it is the most entertaining thing. And on top of that, The Rock came in and said, I appreciate you, Toni Storm. I appreciate you, Jay, main event Jay. I appreciate you, Cody, the American Nightmare. I appreciate you, nephew. Like, you know how disrespectful, like, Haas, if your uncle walked in the room and said, hey, nephew.
Just retire. Get out.
You talk about just setting everything. Haas to Breezy. Yeah, nephew. Spectacular. Not cousin. Hey, cousin. Nope. Hey, nephew. Special stuff going on. It's a great time, man. I'm having a blast. UFC was fantastic. The Supernovas have been. Listen, Haas, get your daughter in front of Pro Federation Volleyball. Get her in front of so the Supernovas have I mean, these incredible athletes.
Yeah.
Like look, nothing I think of myself as having been a pretty good athlete, all around athlete. Nothing I ever did athletically was as impressive as watching these women play volleyball.
It's incredible.
Like, and we have Betty Dela Cruz, Dominican Republic. Betty Dela Cruz is 6'3". 6'3", Haas. 6'3". She can jump up and touch 11'6".
She could posterize me if she wanted to.
Oh!
If she was coming down the lane and I had to contest and block her, I think she'd posterize me. No question.
The libero could post you up. The libero could post you up. Let me tell you, Kendall White would just bust you up. First of all, she's a really good point guard.
Oh, yeah. I know that part, too.
So there's that. Haas, it's to tell you how important it is to have the women and giving Caitlin Clark her due. And then to watch Sabrina Ionescu last night, to have women get the pats on the back and get flowers now, because there are places. I mean, what are, she didn't get hers.
Mm-hmm.
Ann Myers, Nancy Lieberman, like they didn't get theirs. And Cheryl Miller Miller still didn't get
at
hers.
the same time.
Right. And, right. Like, I mean, like people like, first of all, I mean,
oh my gosh.
Pearl Moore, who's the real GOAT. Pearl Moore scored 4,000 points in college. 4,000. And if Haas went down to the Little League and scored 4,000 points, we would be talking about him.
Mm-hmm.
To disrespect her by saying that no woman has scored more points in college than Caitlin Clark? Oh, no. Because you don't say that about Major League Baseball. You don't say that about the NFL. You don't do it.
Yeah, it's disrespect to the players of the past.
Like, why would you do that? But why? Because men didn't allow women to be fully accredited, that you're not going to give credit. Like, listen, Haas, please show me a Pearl Moore, show her Woodard, show her those, and then show her these women of the Pro Volleyball Federation, because they are spectacular.
The best part is right now, and I'll be intrigued to see what happens in the future, but as it sits, there's only 7 teams. That is a lot of talent to spread between 7 teams.
7 teams. Everybody's on a national team.
Yeah.
Everybody's an Olympian. Just as I said to Jay Foreman, Haas, imagine the NBA with only 7 teams. Right? I mean, if we want to have fun, go back to the original NBA, right, where there were 8 teams, and then tell me who are the 72 players, right? Okay, so what? So 8 teams, 12 players, 96 players. So that means if you're not one of the top 100 players in the world, you wouldn't be in the NBA. Haas, who are some of those players that would not be in the NBA? That's what's happening with pro volleyball. And they're going to expand next year to 10 and then to 16. But Haas, can you imagine the NBA?
Russell Westbrook.
Right? Like,
oh, hey, now, come on.
well, not now. Not now. Like, he'd be out of the league.
Yeah, okay, yeah, right now. I see what you're saying.
Imagine, think about this. If the WWE was the only wrestling faction and there was only one show.
Gunther doesn't have a job.
He really doesn't, right?
For a 1 hour show.
Right, for a 1 hour show, right? Haas, think about that. If you're not in the top 100, that's what Pro Volleyball Federation is doing.
It would be just the Bloodline and Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and that's it.
Like, you're talking about that, right? Like, if there would be 30 wrestlers. Haas, and there's a list for you.
R-Truth will be there.
The number, the third, right? I mean, R-Truth is barely there now, and here's the thing: he's underutilized because people forget R-Truth can wrestle, but but again, he makes me care because he's such a funny performer. Haas, that's the thing. Like, if the WWE was only 40 wrestlers, men and women, you'd have to come up with that list from AEW, right? From NXT, from all of them.
After the break, we'll pick our top 40, but after we'll go in order. You pick one, I pick one. You pick one, I pick one.
Right.
And if you want to do it too, Harrison, you could jump in. So
it's
hard. It's hard.
Right. I mean, if you said the top 100 NBA players, and then to say who's not in the NBA, if it was day one, as the Usos say, if it was day one,
it's big honorable mentions list.
Right. Like, that's right.
No Miles Turner.
Right.
No, you're going, you're picking who all made all-star games, and then you're weeding yourself down from there. And even then, you're going to have, there's just too many, especially now in the NBA, there's so many great players.
I mean, this is All-Star Weekend, and we can simply say that this year, the All-Star, like, that's 30? Is it 30 players?
Yeah.
15 each?
15 each.
Okay, so those, let's say for discussion that those 30 are in. Then we could, if you pick the next 30, those are the starters. Wow. Wow, no, no. So if there are 8 teams, there'd only be 40 there'd be 40 starters.
Yeah, there's 8.
And then you have to build a bench from the other 200 players.
There will be no D'Angelo Russell.
Bruh, I'm trying
He's not.
Right? Right? I mean, think about it. That at 60, you're having the Bradley Beal conversation. Right? Kyle Kuzma's 10th man somewhere?
somewhere. Even then,
Maybe.
I don't even know if I'm.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't even think I'm taking him.
Right. I mean, think about the Celtics, right? Think about the Nuggets. Like, where do you put people? That's how good the volleyball.
Wemby, Zion,
Right.
Mhm.
Gobert.
Right.
And even then, Gobert's going to get looked at hard because it's
I
like
know
what you do for
Gobert
me on offense.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
Scares me more than any other player with the ball in his hands.
But that's what that's so this league they set rules on substitution maximum,
Mm-hmm.
and you only get 8 substitutions the whole match. So you have to, everybody on the floor has to do everything. So they don't have the 6'8" skyscrapers who can just middle block,
Mm-hmm.
because you also have to serve, set, dig.
Yep. And then looking across, it's like, oh, they just put in their Olympian server or libero. Let's get ours in there.
Right. Like, so the libero gets to come in and come out.
Yep.
But the setter has to stay.
Mhm.
The setter has to block, bruh. So they literally have the best volleyball players.
Yeah. Period.
And then a few specialists because liberos. but there's only 2 liberos on the team. And then if you remove them and just say everybody else on the floor has to be simply that if you're 6'2", you still got to work like you 6'6"
Mm-hmm.
and 5'6".
Yeah. How's your vertical?
Yep. Like,
we're going to need you up there.
Oh, and they target you. Look, this is Hoss, again, that your list. So the 40 NBA, so there's 40 starters.
Okay.
Right. And that means you only get 8 centers, 8 power forwards, 8 point guards, 8 shooting guards, 8 small forwards. And then everybody else is on the bench. Bruh.
Something to think about. We'll throw it to break there
Oh.
on the breeze. And again, that's a great plug. If you haven't been paying attention to the Supernovas or any of the league, definitely do so. But that's DP Haas. I'm Harrison on the 1s and 2s. This is the breeze. Don't go anywhere. We got a couple more segments up next.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals. Located in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with 4 Lincoln locations, but now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
Old School with DP and J.
Do you think it's too early to talk about Patrick Mahomes as the greatest of all time? You know, to be honest with you, I think he might be on ahead of the pace. It was definitely on pace, maybe ahead of the pace. I think right now everything that he does is going to get overblown, and I think people so quickly forgot the 20-year run of the Patriots. Not 5-6 years, 20-year run of Tom Brady and the Patriots.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your child was embarrassed when you arrived at their basketball game. 75% of parents or guardians report current alcohol use. Drinking alcohol can cause harm to children and loved ones. By drinking less, your child will be excited to see you at their basketball game. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those round trips, which are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back? Or those meetings with friends, surprise parties, camps, birthdays. The same way you plan for the important moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
The Omaha Supernovas are back in action this Sunday, February 18th versus the Orlando Falcons at the PHI Health Center in Omaha. The Mullen Motors pregame show with Derek Pearson and Renee Saunders starts at 7 p.m. with first serve at 8. Make sure to tune in to the next Ag Appraisal and Realty postgame show right after the match ends. Catch all the action on your flagship station, 93.7 The Ticket, and statewide on the Supernovas Radio Network.
Your child was embarrassed when you arrived at their basketball game. 75% of parents or guardians report current alcohol use. Drinking alcohol can cause harm to children and loved ones. By drinking less, your child will be excited to see you at their basketball game. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you can plan barbecues and weddings, you can plan to protect yourself from a natural disaster. Sign up for local alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Dance like a dad. It's a great way to make a moment with your kids. First, I hold my hands out like they're on a steering wheel. Then I look over my shoulder. Next, I put it in reverse. Beep, beep, beep. Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions. You're listening to The Breeze with DP and Haas on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into The Breeze. I am Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. We got the host, as always, DP to my left and Haas streaming in. Again, if you guys ever want to join the show, 402-464-5685 is the Sartor Heyman text line. Great way to put a face to the voice through Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, or Allo channel 961. And we got Allo everywhere in Nebraska. So if you got Allo, you got ticket content on channel 961. We talked about the insane level of talent in the Pro Volleyball League. We talked about WWE, on who the greatest superstars are right now. But Haas, as we kind of broke down last segment, I will throw it to you, the host as always. Where do you want to go with it?
So I want to finish what DP said and then transition. I saw some videos and pictures of the Supernovas, and what you guys don't understand, the words that we're saying does not help. The verticals that I see, the jumping that I see is equivalent to the best dunkers on the men's side. And that is remarkable. This isn't being sexist. This isn't being men are greater than women, so on and so forth. Muscular wise, men typically jump higher than women, and these women are jumping higher than men. And that's just elite. So elite men. Elite. So they are 40+ inch verticals. So they are optimizing every fiber in their body to be able to do that, because to jump higher, if you have more muscle and more explosion, it's easier to jump higher. But these women are using technique and muscle and skill and just so many things. And it's just like last night. You took all the best shooters in the NBA who are in season, and then you brought Sabrina over. And if Sabrina was in the men's three-point shooting contest, it would have been her and Dame in a shoot-off. Yep. It's not fair to have her go against Steph Curry, because no one can beat Steph Curry ever in the history of basketball. And I'm sure DP has someone in his mind that can come back. But for right now, all we've seen is Steph Curry making all these threes. Maybe Sabrina in 5 years can.
I mean, she's got the record still for most three-pointers in a three-point contest.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's have it not be in season for Steph Curry. Let's have it at the WNBA All-Star Game and see if it's different. Because if Sabrina was in season, I don't know if she would have missed. So the point I'm trying to make was, whoa, hold on a second. People are talking down and saying negative things about women's sports outside of the breeze. And what DP has seen is, whoa, these women are significantly more skilled than these men.
It's crazy. It's just been insane to watch the whole thing and to watch them work, to watch them compete at the highest level. I mean, we were told before the season started. I mean, they said, listen, this league, just because you know more names on one roster doesn't mean that it's the best roster.
Mm-hmm.
That like Caitlin Horde, who led the country in blocks here at Nebraska, is playing for Columbus. And you go, oh, she's the best middle blocker I've ever seen. Except on Omaha, Hristina Vuchkova is the international middle block of the year. And you just go, and the number one pick is, I don't know, young Miss O'Neal out of Texas. So you just go, oh, never mind. We're just out here.
Is that Jermaine O'Neal's daughter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
it is. It 100% is Jermaine O'Neal's daughter. And she's legit and bona fide. And you just go, oh, okay. Yeah,
I can see it.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So
she can hit this way too, like Jermaine O'Neal, or
yeah,
she hits
well,
this way.
Let me tell you, well, look, that shoulder generation, right? That she's hitting plus 100 mile an hour rifles at your head.
Is that actually what they got it clocked in?
Yeah.
Detroit fans, what's up?
Yeah, 100 mile an hour at your head from 6 feet away. Thanks. And there are people. Listen, there are women.
That fast,
there are women who are putting their faces up there,
Just like Detroit fans in the Palace,
right? Just to put this projectile up against your head, right? It is insane that somebody that can vertically leap 40 inches and then hit a rocket at your head at 100 miles an hour.
I'm not getting under that in time. There's no way.
Imagine your fingers. That if I'm 10 feet from you and I hit something at you with that kind of velocity, and it's solid.
Yeah, I don't care if that's a pillow. That's taking me out.
Right? It's a thing. So to watch this thing, and again, so tonight, if you want, you can watch. You can come to Omaha. You can watch online. Just get on YouTube. The game will be televised. Or you can just tune in and I'll tell you what I see from courtside. But it just to watch the way it's presented and then the crowds, Vegas was a party.
Yeah, I would recommend the pregame and postgame shows. It's a good kind of scene to see what it's like before. And like you can hear it in the pregame. It's not like we're 5 minutes away. The crowd's just walking in, like they're ready to go and the lights are, and it's already loud.
Well, these are people. It's the thing that if you haven't had WWE in your town for a while, when it comes, it's a big deal. And so waiting for volleyball, look, the Supernovas have drawn 11,000 plus, 9,000 plus, almost 10,000. And the two arenas we traveled in were both sold out. So you just go, wow, this is really happening. And it's great to see the families, to see the young women who get to go out there and do like serve competitions and dance offs and all that stuff. So it's really cool to watch. Haas, I was peaking. I was peaking, right? That if we said there were only eight NBA teams, right? Back in the day, right?
Okay.
8, which means there are 40 starters.
Okay.
And there are, let's say there's another 60 players.
So 100.
Right? So each team gets 7 on the bench, 5 starters.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Yep.
Right? And if I said to you, Draymond Green, currently based on NBA stats, would not only would not be a starter, may not be in the league.
No, he'll make it.
Like he'll be on somebody's team, but remember, these are the numbers. Michael Porter Jr.,
Off.
Right?
No, he'll make it.
RJ Barrett.
He'll make it.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Austin Reeves.
He's on it. He's top 100.
Start chopping heads off here.
But you get my point that, and again, imagine, is Austin Reeves one of, so again, there's 8 starting point guards, 8 shooters, 8 small forwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you on your bench of 7, you need one of everything else, and then 2 kind of Swiss Army knives, or based on what your thing of need is, right?
It's like I don't think Austin Reeves makes that list for me. Still, there's a lot of other guards. I think that 100's the cutoff. I don't think he's a top 100 player.
Like that's really a thing that you'd have. That's how deep it is.
Name me 100 better people than Austin Reeves
for guards.
Okay, here's
not 100.
Not 100, just guards.
Haas.
The NBA is all guards.
Here's the way to look at this. Haas, is Klay Thompson now one of the top 8 shooting guards in basketball?
He just got moved to the bench
and then put up 35.
Yeah.
Well, you just pick somebody,
right? No, but this is the thing, right? This is why I say in having that guys like CJ McCollum go to the bench.
Mm-hmm. Thompson's still making it in the 100s.
Scotty Barnes is on somebody's bench.
No, he's an all-star.
I'm just okay. So at that position, can you name 8 other people who are better than Scotty Barnes?
So the NBA is positionless right now. They're teams that use a center, and they are few and far between.
Is Rudy Gobert one of your 8 centers?
Yeah, he's in there still.
If we're playing with the center, he's a top 5 center. I don't know if I like centers other than.
So these are the fighting Haas Tabrizi's, and you've built the rest of your roster, but you need a big. Do you take Draymond Green or Rudy Gobert?
Gobert every time. Give me the best rim protector in the league.
It depends on what else I'm trying to do. It depends on what else I'm trying to do. If my team is full of shooters, then I'm taking Draymond.
Do you take Draymond or Andrew Wiggins?
Andrew Wiggins this year.
But you know that the likelihood of you being able to get both is minimal.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're in the pool of other people drafting for their needs. The likelihood that you're going to get both of them is minimal. And then add Klay Thompson to that.
Yeah, I'm not. It's Draymond Green. If this was like 2 years ago, even, I'd be higher on Draymond, but I'm just not there with him this year.
Haas Tabrizi, Tyler Hero.
Yes.
Yes to what? Is he on your bench? Is he a starter?
He's in the league.
He's in the league. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Is he a starter?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's a bench player.
Chris Middleton.
Starting.
This year, he's so hurt. So it's hard
I think we're assuming that they're kind of healthy, right? We're not.
Okay, if we're assuming they're healthy, then Klay Thompson is a starter.
Aaron Gordon.
Not starting. He might be. He's hard for me to tell. Are you that good because you're on the Denver Nuggets or
Julius Randle?
Yeah, give me Julius Randle.
Haas?
He's not starting. He's close. It just depends on the team.
Or Porzingis.
So can we do it a different way? Can we just draft? Let's just draft.
Okay, how many do you want to get? Because we do got to get to a break. So you want to save this for the last segment here?
Yeah, we'll rapid fire through the draft.
Okay, we'll do that next. So we'll have some more time on the other end there. But we'll rapid fire on some draft if we're going to minimize the league here. And there's only 100 players total.
So we're only gonna draft the first 40.
Yep, we don't have time to go through the whole thing. Right. But nonetheless, we'll throw it to break. On the other side, we'll draft. You guys can join along. 402-464-5685. This is The Breeze. Don't go anywhere.
Alcohol has strained our relationship. Drinking too much can cause harm to friends, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, we will save our relationship. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest, quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Nutrition Authority presents Activator. University studies have shown that Activator helps with building muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Activator is for male and females of all ages who want to look, feel, and perform their best. Activator can only be found in Nutrition Authority. Stop in, call, or visit us at mynutritionauthority.com.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest, quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
A lot of work goes into making Nebraska, Nebraska. Keeping it green. Helping it thrive. Making it fun. Everything that goes into caring for our outdoors, from waters to wildlife, plays a big role in making Nebraska home. Learn how we help conserve our state's natural resources at outdoornebraska.org.
Paid for by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You never think cancer will happen to you. I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Okay, kids, Dad's gonna teach you how to dance. First, spread your feet apart. Then, pump your knee, nod your head, shake your hips, and bite your lip ever so slightly. Now, with one hand in the air, point at people with the other hand. I call that the rock star.
Dance like a dad. It's a great way to make a moment with your kids.
Now, make a face like it just smells something bad.
Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
You're listening to The Breeze with DP and Haas on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into The Breeze. I'm Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. Haas DP, host as always, with me as well. 424-645-685. If you guys want to join in on the draft, feel free to do so. But we're going to draft each of us. We're going to kind of rapid fire here, see if we can get to 40. Haas, start it off.
Giannis
Antetokounmpo. Give me Nikola Jokic.
You guys. Give me KD.
Okay.
Give me Steph.
Taking Steph Curry. Give me Kevin Durant.
I just
He did.
You took Kevin Durant? Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah. Who you got?
Kawhi. Give me Kawhi.
Embiid.
Luka.
I need a guard, but he's going to be gone. Give me Giannis.
I took Giannis first.
De'Aaron Fox. That's why I want to give me a guard. Actually, let me change that. Damian Lillard. Give me Damian Lillard instead.
Brian.
SGA.
James Harden.
Tatum.
Kawhi's gone?
Yeah, I took Kawhi. He's splitting hairs here.
Mm-hmm.
The real interesting thing
AD.
is how AD. That's a good one. Okay. Paul George. No one's taking Paul George yet. Give me Paul George.
Dame.
I took Dame.
Dame.
Oh, you got Dame
Yep.
already?
Yep.
Booker.
Halliburton.
De'Aaron Fox.
You took him already.
No, I switched that for Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jimmy Butler.
Ooh. Anthony Edwards.
Give me Joel Embiid's gone, right? You took Joel Embiid. Go ahead and give me. I need some more. I need some good guard play, but I need defense. I'll take Drew Holiday.
John Morant.
Wemby.
Chet Holmgren.
Spider-Man.
Oh, damn. Oh, I'm blanking on. No, there's a better one. There's a better one. I can't believe I've taken him yet. There's a way better one out there. Well, maybe not way better. Haas?
Jalen Brunson.
Okay, good. Jamal Murray.
He's not that good.
Wait till the playoffs. He's by far the best guard in the playoffs every single year.
Bam.
That's a good one.
Bam. I'm going to have a unique team, and I'm going to go with LaMelo.
Ugh. Okay. Demonte Sabonis.
Zion.
Yeah, those were the two guys I was considering. All right, we'll go Cat.
Has anyone taken Jason Tatum yet?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Got all that. Okay. We will go with give me Trae Young. No one's taking Trae Young.
That was my guy. I was all over that one, man. I was all over that. I'm going to take Mr. Brown from Boston.
I'm going to go with Maxey.
Oh,
he's become so good.
This is where the list is getting interesting. Now we're starting to get. Oh, that's a good one. Brandon Ingram. Give me BI.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Picked up yet?
Sabonis.
I got Sabonis.
Oh, you took Sabonis? Cat.
I like that.
I took Cat.
Oh,
did you?
Yes.
When did you take Cat? I didn't hear that one.
I took him right before Maxey. I just took Maxey.
Drew Holiday.
I got Drew Holiday.
You did not. Stop it. Stay off my list. Give me Jared Jackson Jr. I know you didn't take him because you don't like him.
Nope. Did anyone take Scotty Barnes?
No, he's out there.
I got Scotty Barnes.
Give me my guy DeMar DeRozan. Still out there.
Pascal Siakam.
Yeah. All right. He's not that good as the man, but as like the 10th man, Lauri Markkanen.
Mm-hmm. He's good.
Lauri Markkanen, he's really good. From Chicago, then he got bounced around. He's actually playing phenomenal these days. What was your last pick, Haas? You took Markkanen?
Yeah.
Give me. I will go ahead. I think of the teams here. There's a diamond in the rough out there that no one's taken. I don't know where De'Aaron Fox is gone. Who do I need here for size? I'll take Evan Mobley.
Okay.
Underrated, I think.
I will take Tyrese Halliburton.
I took him in my 7th pick.
When did you do? How did I miss that?
I took him after AD and before Ant.
Is Zion on the board?
No, he's gone too. You're down to the Marcus Smarts, the OG Anunoby.
Yeah, no, that you went into my pool of okay. So I'm gonna go with Drew Holiday.
He took him already.
I got Drew.
You did not.
Early.
Give me Evan Mobley.
Took him already.
You took everybody. Give me. Oh, sorry, my bad. My apologies. Bradley Beal.
Here's my next pick.
Yeah,
my bad.
Forgot about that guy.
My bad.
He's on the board.
My bad.
All right, Kyrie.
You can take Kyrie. I'm not sure.
Okay, he's still good.
Well, he has been
still
playing
good.
well with Luka, so I'm okay with that.
I have Luka.
He got the connection. He got the connection. No one's taking Klay Thompson, right?
Nope.
Not yet.
I'll take Klay Thompson.
Chris Middleton.
So you're gonna be like, who? But he's actually playing really well, and he'll be my backup host, Sengun.
I like Sengun. You know what? Just for that, I'll take Hawkes off the Heat. Nice rookie player. He might be the future of that franchise if he keeps playing. And I mean, for it to be a rookie of the year race right now between him and Chet and Victor Wembanyama, the fact that he's even in that discussion is incredible.
Zach LaVine.
I want him.
Mikal Bridges.
CJ McCollum.
Julius Randle.
I took him.
You did?
Yep.
Cheater.
I said we each get probably like one more.
Okay.
Before we got to start wrapping things up here.
I'm going to take Porzingis.
I am going to take Banchero.
Okay. I'm going to take DP's favorite player, Alex Caruso. That's my final pick.
That's a tight lead. Nobody took Andrew Wiggins. I'm just pointing out that this is really hard to do.
Yeah.
To talk about the elite level of things.
Well, rapid fire too. You forget how many great players are out there.
Yeah, man. It took some work. Well done, gentlemen.
It's almost 60 players. Austin Reeves would have been next for me.
Of course he would have been.
Of course Caruso and Austin Reeves. Wouldn't be a Haas draft without it.
Yeah.
We'll get out of here, though. This has been The Breeze. Shout out to Haas, the host, as always, for streaming in, and DP to my left. But we got more up ahead. The Nico Project is up next, along with plenty of other Sunday content. And then don't forget, Supernovas, 5 p.m., but we'll have the pregame show at 4 p.m. right here on the ticket. So don't go anywhere. Plenty left ahead.
We got to post our teams.